Hi, Christine Pagano, creator of CraftCaulk. I'm here to review the basic 6 core techniques that I have found over my years of working with CraftCaulk. They are easy to learn, and once you get the concept behind them, you will be able to combine them on a single project, and hopefully come up with some of your own and share with others, because CraftCaulk is so revolutionary, is so new. I'm really excited to see what other crafters, how they will be able to craft caulk. So let's start with mosaic. A mosaic is when you lay your objects down onto a surface side by side. So this is not a mosaic, this is sculptural. We'll put this over here. This is mosaic because it was done on a flat sheet of plastic. We'll get a letter in there. I pick up these old page protectors at secondhand stores. People tend to throw them out with the project or with the proposal, so I just find reams of plastic page protectors, and they're brilliant for CraftCaulk because that's what you need. You need a plastic surface, and this I just printed out, and you can choose any font and any size that you need. You know, obviously you can refer back to a a foundational piece like this old piece of redwood. Okay, so you know that tells me how big my G needs to be, and I'm a huge fan of serifs, so there's going to be some serifs. So here we did G, F, and I do believe this was made for you, Stephen Reddy. Was a little GFY. You sort through your materials. Shell halves are an excellent choice for this type of situation, because you've got, you can see a lot of the shell. And sand, it's important to have sand because you'll be able to use sand to fill in between and not see the glue. That's really important to me. I think it makes things look more professional, not being able to see the adhesive, not being able to see the magician's tricks. So you do your work on plastic, and since we've got loads of time, it's a good idea to, if you want, print out 2 of these and then dry lay your ideas on the first one, and that way you have time to change things up before getting CraftCaulk involved. And then when it's time to lay the CraftCaulk down, you'll be able to transfer over your elements in no time. This would be an excellent example of a mosaic on a mold, because you're still doing the edge-to-edge laying of your materials. This is sea glass, but the mold that you use underneath is covered in plastic and removable. So this is mosaic with a mold. And then there is a mosaic with a mold that is not removable. So you're going to entrap or encase the object. So this is a mosaic with a mold that's not removable. So what we did here was take old jewelry busts that were too dirty and used CraftCaulk and little substrate rocks and covered the entire piece with substrate. You can do the same thing with sea glass, shells, but you leave the object inside that you're covering. Concepts for the sculptural aspect as well. You can do just a free-flowing sculptural piece. This would be an example of that. As you can see in the back, it was done on plastic, and I incorporated the driftwood bits into my CraftCaulk here, and just embedded larger objects at will. So it's more of a sculptural than a mosaic, and done on plastic, of course. A sculptural that uses a mold would be a situation like this. This gets wrapped in saran wrap, and then the CraftCaulk is made into mounds, 2 mounds, and then the plastic wrapped mold is pushed into it, therefore creating a space for itself, and the plastic allows it to be removed and sanded. And then lastly, it's sculptural with the object that stays inside. So like maybe a frame, for example. You have a frame at home, you want to upgrade it, so you put your CraftCaulk directly onto the frame and start building that way, and that's the third way. That's sculptural with a mold left inside. So I think we've covered it, but those are the basic core 6 techniques that are important for you to practice. Especially with mosaic, it's important for you to practice with how you lay your beads side by side. CraftCaulk does shrink a little bit when it dries, so you really do want to make sure your beads are touching when you cover a large area. And you also don't want to cover too large of an area, because you need to be able to work within 15-minute increments. But basically, those are the basics. Basically, those are the basics. God, I'm an idiot. So those are the core 6 techniques, and we'll go over them again slowly, and I'll give you examples of each of them, and try them yourself. Buy CraftCaulk at craftcaulk.com. We can send you up to 4 tubes for the same shipping in the US only. Okay, let's